Yo, Charles, what up, man? Fake ass time, you got it. Thanks for stopping by. Gonna try to catch your stream after this. I'm going like another hour. Yep, we got the mic going too. There we go. You show up, they come quick. How you like that? Bringing the Suicunes in. Oh, you're tired today? I hear ya. Yeah. On that grind. Real life and shiny honey. So I know what it's like. Hopefully the audio is actually synced up correctly this time, the game audio. Yeah, sound like you had a long day. Gonna do a long one tomorrow. I'll try to catch it if I can, yeah. If it's during the day, I definitely won't. I'm gonna be road tripping for work tomorrow. 3 hours each way. If it's at night, though, I'll catch it. And obviously, I always try to catch your VODs, too. It's always good to have some shiny honey on in the background. Yeah, if you do it at night, yeah, I should be able to hop in at some point for sure. I'm sure these fake houses bring up some memories for you. I remember we were discussing these a lot. The no decks. Pain? Yeah. It's kind of boring, honestly. But it is interesting to see so far how consistent this has been. Now, one thing I did do is mix up. So the original Fake House, and I'm not sure if you did it this way, but I used to just do like 4 strafes in the grass. Now I'm doing like 6, just because it's easier on the Switch. Because sometimes, because I'm using like the stick right now on my Switch controller, and I feel like it's just, sometimes you go left and it'll like jerk up on the D-pad and stuff. So now I'm just biking a little longer because of the rappels and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the XYAB soft resetting is freaking sweet. There we go. Yep, literally just can tap all 4 of those buttons with one little click. Fast. Yeah, actually it's been it's been, let's see, 40 minutes. It's been 10 and 40 minutes. Oh yeah, I think they did actually edit the music on the Switch version. I'm glad you noticed that too. Is it on mono or stereo? Good question. Probably stereo. Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say, I felt like the sound definitely had an upgrade, so I'm glad that you noticed it, because that definitely confirms it, but I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. Oh yeah, check this out, Charles. You're gonna love this. Naval Rock, Birth Island. I'll be doing those hunts at some point. The load was fast. Yeah, I think it's whatever emulator they're using, might be a little faster. Maybe that's why this is like super consistent now. So I don't know if that would affect dex checking or not, but lucky, yeah. But now that you know that they're obtainable legitimately now, I wouldn't feel guilty PK hexing them. Or yeah, just installing the events like on an original cartridge at this point. I'll do those hunts eventually. Honestly, I'll probably go after Lugia right after whenever Suicune comes. When I find Suicune, yeah, I'll let the encounter music roll a little bit, just so you can hear it. Yeah, overall, I'm happy with the how this has played out on the Switch, honestly. It's been fun. Just replaying it again, I mean, I've probably done about 75 playthroughs in this game, but still. Mewtwo's, yeah. Still need to do that hunt, too. No Emerald. I think though, at this point, they'll probably bring it on, I would imagine. And we'll get the Mew event, too. To get Mew in English. I'm assuming they're gonna port them all to get rid of Pokebank on the DS to be able to have all these games, to be able to get to home a lot quicker and easier. Yeah, if they don't and they just have these as standalones, it'll be a head scratcher, honestly. Bardic was in here. He popped in at the very end of my afternoon stream. He was like on a treadmill, he said, too. What a way to watch some shiny hunting. Some roamer hunting on a treadmill. Yeah, he said he was pretty impressed hearing that I was getting 12 an hour on these Dexless. Yeah, the Fake House is pretty powerful for Dexless. It's like an Ascended Saiyan version, but Dexless is like Super Saiyan 3, especially a Viridian. The same as what? So I was saying, to me, this Fake House Dexless method is like Super Saiyan 2, or like being an Ascended Saiyan. But doing the Viridian method's like Super Saiyan 3. All good. Just a lot of repetition, just so much back and forth in this Dexless stuff. Yeah, I'll make sure to try to remember that to soft reset super quick once Suicune shows up. Oh yeah, Charles, after this, after I'm done streaming this, gonna send you a video on Discord of this, new Nintendo DS Lite kind of capture card, essentially, that I got. It's not, like, the most high-tech thing, but it's just intriguing to see, like, a Nintendo DS Lite that actually, like, outputs video, so I can hook it up to my TV. It's kind of interesting. You might be fascinated with it. Losing track of my repels. Trunks was Super Saiyan was a grade 3. Yeah, I always think about him, how buff he was, but he lost his speed. If Super Saiyan Ascended Saiyan Trunks was a Nintendo console, he'd be the fat DS for sure. Yeah, I used to be really into, like, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, like, in-depth stuff. I used to watch that guy Geekdom's channel all the freaking time, and just fall down rabbit holes with just some of the strangest stuff, like the quality, the video quality of each format that was released. Like, which was the most closest to the original between, because they used to talk about the Orange Brick DVD releases and how terrible the video formatting was or something, where it was like cropping images and stuff that you would never notice. Yeah, I haven't watched anything Dragon Ball Z like that in a long freaking time. I never even watched Super yet. I've got all the DVDs or Blu-rays. I got like the whole set, but just something I haven't gotten around to. One of these days I will. Not missing much. I think that's why I'm not like super antsy about. Here we go. They're redoing all Super anyway? Oh, alright. Interesting. I wonder why they're doing that. I always meant to watch Kai, too. There's like so much stuff I gotta watch with that. I get overwhelmed with it, and I'm like, I'll just watch the stuff I've watched a million times. But I don't think they ever finished DBZ Kai for some reason. Wasn't the start screen, it was the continue screen that was faster. Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, I know the people who are RNG manipping, they're having some trouble right now because the seeds aren't as consistent in this emulator Nintendo's using. So maybe that has something to do with it too, the faster continue screen. Oh yeah, is your brother's YouTube name, is it Aesop? Is it #1 or is it a different number? Because I was watching this guy, RNG Manip, and he like shouted at this guy named Aesop1. Aesop0, okay. I was like, what would the odds of that be? Like, why would he be watching some RNG Manip? Must have just been a coincidence. Not him, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Alright. Yeah, this has been a quick hour session so far. Yeah, get a Switch. Dude, I think they're pretty cheap on eBay used too now, these days. For the regular ones, not the OLED. I just got like the original one myself. Oh, so do you not have a Switch anymore? But you used to have one? Because I know you did BDSP hunts a couple years ago. You would do rehunt Raikou on it? I might even rehunt Entei on this, honestly, at some point. Oh, you're saving for a Switch too, I see. Right now I don't have any reason to get a Switch 2. Just because I don't play any Switch games other than this. Alright, that's quick. Bushi. You gotta be with the crowd and have the cool new stuff, huh? I see how it is. If you get a Switch 2, you can play Pokopia though. No shinies, but I've been seeing a lot of people play that. Seems pretty cool. I'm just too focused on this hunt right now. You'll rehunt Raikou on the Switch. Why not? Get it live. Set at your desk at work. Sending screenshots. Yeah, it's just worth the replay again, honestly. I see, you probably don't want to do Entei or Suicune on these games, just because you're so far and have them set up already in the other games. So yeah, it would make sense for you to do Raikou. Yeah, and even for me, it's kind of like... I've got a bunch of original parts of these Japanese Leaf Green and Fire Red games. But if I hunt on the Switch, they'll pretty much be trapped in this game, so... It's like, even though I got the Switch version, it's like, do I want a shiny on here? And they get trapped. And I can never transfer them to, like, Gen 4. Or did I just say screw it? No, me, I'm just gonna say screw it because most of the shinies I've found in the past anyway, I don't even have them anymore. They're just on save files that have been lost and stuff. As long as I got a recording, I'm good. I can always look back and enjoy the memory of it. You want 2 Switches so you can trade, yeah. So I'm kind of fortunate because both my brother and sister have a Switch. Both of them picked up these new Virtual Console Leaf Green and Fire Red games, and they both picked Charmander. So I could get a Suicune, trade it by one of them. depending on whenever they all finish their playthroughs. But that's why I'm just going to keep doing Dexless for a while, because one of those two will finish eventually, and I'll be able to just find Suicune for them, trade it over to me, and then I'll be hunting this with the Dex. I'll catch it. That's the other thing I was thinking about too. It's like, why am I going to waste another 20 hours playing through the whole game to trade it over, when I could just use those 20 hours and maybe get lucky, and the hunt's over with. I mean, shoot. I'm doing this Dexless Fake House. I've gotten 14 encounters, and then I have almost right at the 1 hour mark right now. That's crazy. Black Scarecrow shows up and brings the fast Suicune encounters. You try, you gotta keep them for yourself. I don't need this stuff, you need them. All the hours and stuff that you stream those hunts, yeah, you deserve to get those live. I just hope I'm there that day you do. You want to play Pokopia? Yeah, 500 hours that's a big roamer hunt, that's for sure. And still going. Yep, almost odds on both of them, which is crazy. And triple odds on Heart Gold, Soul Silver. You might hold the unofficial record for most roamer encounters without seeing a roamer between all those games. Because 99 out of 100 other people would have quit just about all of those hunts to this point. But you're still going. Yeah, you just never know how RNG is gonna be. Yeah, when I was lurking on your other stream the other day, and you mentioned how you got that fast Poochyena in that stream that I was at, you were telling people like, yeah, you get a fast one like that, expect the next hunt to go forever. Hopefully that's your Drifloon hunt, because I know you said you wanted that one to go a while. Well, you said if any hunt's gonna go a while, that one would be good. Every time, yep. Alright. So that was really like 15 encounters Dexless for an hour. That's insane. Yeah, really crazy. I really think doing 6 strafes like that has helped a ton. And actually, you'll notice like technically I'm doing 8 because I bike all the way down pretty far. And then you'll appreciate this, Charles. On one of my encounters in the last afternoon stream, it was like while I was biking up to leave the route, I actually hit the encounter. It's wild. I'll have to send you that little snippet. Wretch, what's up, man? This is like the first time where you've popped in and I'm actually going to be on for like another at least 30 minutes. I was telling Charles, actually, like, I felt bad every time he showed up when I had the mic on. It was like, yeah, this is the last encounter. So I was like, oh, Wretch probably thinks I'm just trying to avoid him or something. But yeah, I'm glad you popped in. I actually just hit 15 encounters this first hour session. Dexless. Yeah, good timing like that. Just like when you can hit the frame after soft resetting 275 times in Pokemon Gold before you random encounter in the grass, and then you get 5 shinies in a row. So yeah, we're just out here doing the Dexless Fake House. Giving the Black Scarecrow some vivid nostalgia memories of him starting his hunts this way. No shinies in Pokopia is criminal. Yeah, I was keeping my eye out on that the past couple months, just searching to see if anything would be leaked about it. I guess in that game, it's just like, how would they incorporate them, I guess. Like, how would you even hunt them? That's probably why they just said screw it. But yeah, it would have been cool for them to add a way in somehow. First shiny rumor was the pallet method. After all that time gatehousing, you didn't even find them that way. Yep, it's just how it works sometimes. Alright, quick one too. Oh yeah, I would never gatehouse. No way. Yeah, I mean, these streams that I've been doing with this, like this one in and of itself should be proof alone of why you fake house. I mean, it's just so consistent too, at least. Maybe it's not as fast as deck checking, but it has been really consistent so far on the Switch here. Oh, are you like timing the load speeds? That's why people are getting messed up. Yeah, I know with the RNG manips for this game, it's messing up the seeds. Same as Ruby and Sapphire. Imagine when they put those on, if they actually do, how fast they would be. It'd be interesting if they did Port Emerald and they fixed the RNG stuff. Your Dexless method would come to light? Yeah, that's funny, actually. You're right, yeah, people would have to do those Dexless. I guess they would wait until Emerald, though, and just soft reset. Like, if they release those first before Emerald, instead of releasing them all together. Once they do and fix the RNG, you're on it. Yeah, that'll probably break the internet if they actually do that in the future. Day one. I think people will be calling out of work for a week to play. At least the shiny hunters would. Yeah, that'd be something if they did it. I think they will, personally, but I don't know when. Because they didn't announce it. Thought it would be like, they'd announce it on Pokemon Day, like, here's Fire Red, Leaf Green. Oh, and then in the fall, or near Christmas, the other trilogy's coming. Again. Yeah, it's kind of funny, this Dexless Fake House got 15 in that first hour. I'm just picturing like being able to time travel and tell Hanger 5 years ago when he's Dex checking in Cerulean that I did Dexless and got 15 an hour. He wouldn't believe it. Because the gatehouses certainly wouldn't be. Where's he been? I think he's just in a bad housing situation where he can't stream, unfortunately. Just due to the circumstances. It sucks. I would love to see him stream some of these roamer hunts again. I do think one day he'll be back just to finish the laddies and actually finish the complete roamer quest, so to speak. Thought you were gonna see him last month? Yeah, I was hoping too. If I really asked him to do like a multi-stream for Roamer Week, he probably would have found a way to squeeze an hour in, but I didn't want to pressure him too much or anything like that. Maybe next Roamer Week. 1 year from now. When the Emerald eShop port will be available. Or maybe not. Wind and Waves will be released by then. Yeah, you want to squeeze some more roamers in? Roamer year 27, we're already talking about it. Roamer year. Waves and Winds. I actually like the names. And the setting. I'm a sucker for islands. I thought the trailer looked pretty good, but I just can't imagine myself playing it. Islands hitting. Yeah, I love it. I don't know why, I'm just a sucker for island settings or island games, stuff like that. I wish they would just give an option to be able to change these games into like a 2D pixel art. Or just give like the old people, like us, the option to be able, just give us like a knockoff game or something. Pokemon Orange and Charcoal. You love Sun and Moon? Never played it. I just never really had a 3DS to play any of those games. I never played Omega, whatever, Alpha, Ruby, Sapphire. I never played those either, or any of the 3DS ones. Never played X and Y. It's not my thing. I feel like every Pokemon game's always had a great soundtrack, though. But I haven't played the Tropical. Yeah, it's true. Fake Island. That was a long one. But Wretch, have you played Sid Meier's Pirates? That's the question. The ultimate island game. The only thing I know about Sun and Moon is the Pikachu. I think it's like the cat Pikachu, whatever they call it, where it was supposed to be shiny lock, but they screwed it up, so it doesn't appear shiny, but it sparkles or something. They had the Indigo Plateau on a mountain. That was badass. Yeah, the Indigo Mountain Plateau on a mountain in Heart Gold Soul Silver with the snow. That just hits right. Even though I'm sick of snow at this point, but yeah. You're a hater, all the E4 in that game was mid. Well, we can agree that BDSP had the super tough Elite Four that was worth a challenge. Favorite E4 in terms of designs, Gen 3. Interesting. For me, it is actually Gen 4, I think. I always just remember Gen 4 getting in a struggle battle with the fire dude. Who for some reason had a drip limb in Pearl. So I couldn't hit him, and for whatever Pokemon I had, he couldn't hit me, and we literally struggled each other. Lance's Dragonite that evolved really. I never played Gen 5, so I have no idea. That's alright, I'm never gonna play it. I hate Gen 5. There's just too much stuff for me to do in Gens 2, 3, and 4. I'll never get around to it. Especially if they just re-release ports like this, I'll just be playing these forever. The one thing I will give Gen 5 that kind of piggybacks off it being a great shiny hunting gem is the fact that if you first encounter a Pokemon shiny, it'll appear, I believe, in the deck shiny. Or there's like an option to see it that way or something. I'll admit that is pretty neat. It will, yeah. I don't think that... Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the only game that does that. That's how people hunt, air quoting the roamers. Right, oh yeah, that makes sense, yeah. It's like that in the original, but not Black and White too. What a strange change for them to take that out. I hate Gen 5 if that's the case. That is funny that it works in Black and White, where the roamer is in. Because if it didn't, people would actually have to roam it the old-fashioned way. Common retch reaction. Maybe oversight or they forgot. Probably forgot. They usually put shinies on the back burner. They never get those shiny locks though. In those games. The irony. If Wrath 3 wasn't so huge. The Shiny Lock, the box legendaries, but not the third one. What's the third one in that game that's not Shiny Locked? Kurum, okay. That is an odd choice. I don't understand that. When you fuse them, they're shiny. Maybe they'll let them be shiny hunted in the, whenever they do the black and white remakes, if they do it like BDSP. Suicune slowing down here a bit. Man, ever since that wretch showed up in chat. Nah, it's bound to happen after a great quick start. You're Suicune Repel. All it is just the wave of RNG. You just gotta ride the wave. It's really the best way to describe these hunts. A low tide and a high tide, you just don't know when it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna go about another 10 minutes or so. I just need to get 2 more and that'll just keep the 12 an hour consistent. Because in the 12 minutes I'll hit the 5-hour mark exactly for what it's worth. Yep, surfing, but no surf encounters. At least not until I get that Dex entry. Which I might just stick with these Dexless things. Me and Crow were talking about a little earlier. I'm just kind of curious to see how this stays consistent over time, if it does, or if it increases or decreases a little. There is something intriguing about it. About just doing one route boundary and seeing how many times you can actually land it like this. can't do Dex in the port. If you can trade, yeah. You can trade locally. So, like, I can trade with my brother once he beats his game. Because he picked Charmander, too. Oh, yeah, the music all around is fabulous. Yeah, they definitely, they improved the sound file. Man, 17 repels so far. Might be a new record. There we go. Yeah, the good thing about doing the fake cast from pewter is, when you get stuck in long droughts like that, at least they're not as long as the gatehouse droughts. Gonna dip, getting tired. Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow too, Charles. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. This is gonna be the last, encounter too, probably. Unless it comes really quick. Peace. Alright. I'll do one more just because that came so quickly. Alright, Wretch, Charles, appreciate you both dropping by. Anybody else who stopped in and lurked. So 61 encounters, basically right at the 5-hour mark, so ever so slightly 12 an hour right now is the average. I'd say that's pretty good, Dexless. I appreciate the consistency with how it's been so far too. 12 on an hour, like right on the money each time so far. But yeah, I'll try to stream this when I can, like an hour or two throughout the week as I go through this hunt. Alright, the hunt continues. See y'all.